Hey guys, Hollow Hunts here, and this will be my first story video because this will be going in detail on how me and my friends got into a police chase, pretty much, and it did not go out well. I'll just tell you that. Just do not get into police chase. It's like the stupidest thing you can think of doing. If you get pulled over, just like stay pulled over. Also, before I begin the story, hopefully you guys are smoking on some gas. And if you're smoking on mids, well, I hope you get gas soon. I hope you get gas soon. Just do not smoke mids. Mids is shit. But let's get on it. So where this story begins is I wanted to stay a night at my friend John's place. And me and John, we've been best friends ever since elementary. And this was just one of those nights that I couldn't stay because his parents were like, "Oh, you've had your friends over too damn much and all that." Like, dude, everybody's had parents or like friends' parents that are like that. So I was like, "Yo, what if I like went to this one park that's like close to your house?" And he was like, "Okay," because he had two bottles that me and him had previously stolen, and they came in clutch this night. And I was like, "Dude, just fucking bring them." And he was like, "Okay, I gotta wait till my parents are asleep." And the main reason I was also out this night was because me and him were originally planning on going to our girlfriends' houses, which, long story short, we never went there at the end. But we wanted to go there because her mom would always work at night or early in the morning. But this night, for some reason, she just worked later in the night. So we had to wait extra, like just longer. So that's why I was waiting there because I was originally going to be at his house, but since I couldn't stay, I just chilled at this park. And I was chilling there for 30 minutes. He finally came, and then we were sipping on these. I think, what was it? I think we had a two. No, I know one bottle was at least Malibu. At least Malibu. One bottle had to been Malibu. I forgot what the other one was, but the typical shit you'd steal that wouldn't have those security shit on it. But uh, fuck. What was it? Goddamn. I need to take a hit of my nicotine real quick. All right, back on track. Okay, so we were. What the fuck are you doing? My cat. My my cat is being weird as fuck right now. Doing some parkour shit. I got like. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, I gotta stay focused. Okay, but pretty much what happens is we hit up our other friends since it was gonna be a hot minute before we could ever go to our girlfriends' places because also forgot to say I was dating his girlfriend's younger sister, and we would always just go over there at the same time every night. Well, not every night, but like on the weekends and shit, because we couldn't do it during school time. But this was like also around like when I was in 10th grade and all that. And what the fuck are you doing? Ash, what are you doing? My cat's being weird, but okay. And we hit up our other friend Kane because our friend Kane, his mom had a minivan that he would take out at night. So we were like, "Bro, you should take your mom's minivan because we're bored as fuck at this park just sipping on some drinks." And he was like, "I bet." And he was like, "Let me hit up two of our other friends." And he eventually came around like 20 minutes later with our other friends Connor and Tyler, I'm going to call them. And uh, Tyler, he was more of the he was a pussy, just going to say. He was a pussy. He like he was just a pussy. That's all I can say. But uh he came pick us up. I was surprised that Tyler was in the van because, like I said, he he's just not this type of person, not that type of kid to usually do stuff like that. And pretty much we all like cruised around. We were chilling for a bit. My friend Connor, he had pills on him. I didn't take any. Same with Tyler, but I didn't take them because like I didn't trust the source where he got them from. And uh, he luckily also had a cart, so I was like, bro, can I smack that? And he was like, yes, you can. I was like, big fucking bet because, dude, that cart saved me because, like, yeah, I was tipsy, but, like, I wanted to get high, dude. I wanted some THC in my system, you feel me? But, uh, we thought this one part of the night was going to be the most exciting part of the night because we went up to this one car that I might touch on in a future video. I'm not sure. But we went up to this one car because we wanted to bash out the windows and pop the tire too. So Kane let Connor drive his mom's minivan when we got up to the car, and me, Kane, and John got out. And Tyler and Connor just stayed in the minivan. I had this like wooden thing, thinking I could break the back window with it. It didn't work out. But John, I mean, yeah, John had a baseball bat. He broke out some windows. Kane, he wanted to pop a tire. So he's like a hefty boy. He's like a good 220 around there, 230, somewhere around there. He's a he's a hefty boy. And dude, this tire must had like just got filled up with air. It had so much pressure in it. Like when he popped it, I've never seen anyone pop a tire and fly back. But this man did. And that was also loud. So we panicked a little bit. So me, John, and Kane, we all ran to the back of the van because it was like those sliding doors. So we just left it open and we just hopped the fuck in and we told Connor, we were like, dude, go, go, go. And he was like, what's going on? We were like, go, go, go. And he fucking floored it. And he ran over a fucking mailbox. And I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And we almost went off this one cliff area because the area we were around when we were on these people's lawn, he almost drove off this cliff part. And luckily he turned on time and we got on the road and we were like, just go, go, go. And eventually, like later on in that night, while the boys, like us boys, are just having fun and shit, just cruising around having a good old time, uh, we decided to go to this other town that was like 30 minutes away around there. And John was like, yo, can I drive? And asked Kane, and Kane was like, yeah, I guess. You can drive in the other town while we're there. And he was like, Big Bad, can I drive there since I know the best way there? And he was like, yeah, okay. So we get to this other town, and we finally get there, and we're just cruising around, and we were thinking, like, bro, John, you have some exes here. And John was like, yeah, and we were like, dude, remember what you wanted to do like a few weeks ago? And he was like, oh my gosh, we can, because he wanted to bust out his ex's, well, one of his ex's windows, because like at the time, like when you're young and shit, like when you get heartbroken, you get heartbroken. But like, uh, but he wanted to do that, so we went bust out those windows, and we were drunk, well, kind of drunk at the time, and like they had some pills in them, and like I was also high as fuck, and like we were all having a fucking good ass time, and we were like, bro, let's smash out some windows, being like, we were young, we were dumb, don't do that, just do not do that. That's a douchebag thing to do, because then other people gotta pay like their own shit for their own shit being broken when someone else did it. It's just a douchebag thing to do. Don't do it. But eventually, someone must have called the cops and reported a minivan, and we went to this like area in this town where it had like a fairground place, and there's a sheriff, because it was like not a big town. It was like one of those small towns where like they don't have cop cars. It's just all sheriff like trucks and all that. Not trucks, but like SUVs and all that. And what the fuck, Ash? But and then we fucking went by this fairground area and we saw the cop and we were like, oh, bro, he's following us. And eventually, just like he turned his lights on, like I was thinking, and I was like, fuck, just fuck. What am I gonna do? And Me, John, and Kane, all three looked at each other when we were pulled over, and he was like, he looked in the mirror, waited, and all of a sudden booked it. We went flying. He waited till the cop was like out of his vehicle. And at this point, the cop's following us and all this in the town, and we're trying to escape, and two more get on us in this town, and we're just panicking. So we finally made it out of the town, and they're still following us, but we were young, and we were thinking, oh, since this town is out of our county, they can't follow us into our other county. No. Surely enough, we were wrong. Trust me, they can follow you as far as they want. They'll get you. Just just stay pulled over. But they followed us, and we kept on going because there's this one town that that's like literally halfway between this other town and my town, and they had the two roads that go into town blocked off by four cops. Four cops, two cars each road, blocked off. And we were like, fuck. So we had to go and like just booked it to our town. And surely enough, there was like probably like six cops, maybe five cops on us, because not all of them from that other town followed us, but quite a few followed us. And we eventually like get towards the beginning of our town, and they laid out road spikes. And I don't know how my friend did this. Like, dude, it still surprised me to this day. But he went in the ditch and like had the back part go into the ditch with the minivan and like drifted around the road spikes. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like it was just fucking crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was hype as fuck also because we were jamming out to some music in there, just bumping while this whole police chase is happening. It was like a movie almost, but like kind of scary because I was thinking like, bro, what if we crash? And like we eventually did, but I'm getting to that part. So like when we went around those road spikes and everything, there were two cop cars on each side of us. So my friend decided like just stop real fast, and then he took a right into this graveyard. Yes, a graveyard. And we were just fucking flooring it, just zooming throughout it. And we eventually went on the grass, and I hope we didn't go on any graves or anything. But if we did, that means the cops behind, well, the one cop that was behind us in the graveyard did too. But they still followed us on the road, and there were hella cop cars because we went by this roundabout area, and we took a left, and it's one of those areas, I forgot the name of them, but it's just where like there's no outlets in them. You just have to turn around on the road and like just go out the same way you came in. And we didn't know it was one of those roads. So my friend, he turned around and there was a bunch of cop cars right there, and we slammed into a tree which we didn't see coming. And he tried to get out of the van, booked it. He got tackled later on. I tried to get out of the minivan, but since I was in the back seat, because Kane was in front of me in the passenger and John was driving, uh, my door just would not open after we hit that tree. It was one of those sliding doors. It just would not open. And I was like, fuck. So I just had to accept my fate. But that night, it was like lit up on that block like Christmas because how many cop lights there were. And what also sucks, like, also forgot to mention this, like how I said fucking Tyler's fucking how he's a pussy. He was crying that whole time in the police chase, and also I got put in the cop car with him, and he was crying that whole time, and I was like, bruh, really? But the cop car I got put in was a female officer. She was the one that laid down the road spike, so I actually had a friendly conversation with her. She was pretty chill and all that. She was dope, but she was just like wondering like how the fuck did my friend do that? How did he drift around her road spikes? Like she was just like baffled. Same. I was also baffled, but eventually we got to the cop shop. My mom came and everything, and yeah, she was not happy. Everybody's parents were not happy. Like my friend's mom, she was fucking pissed at him. Her minivan was fucked. But that's the end of the story. So just look out, and hopefully I'll have more up. Who knows? But just keep an eye out. See you guys later. Peace.